Junior Nationals 2025. Let's go.
As always, you know it throws right by.
So Junior Nationals is one of the bigger events that everyone pulls up for. How do you treat this? Is there any pressure, or do you just treat it as another local race? How do you go into it with your mindset?
I honestly go into it as like, there is the chance, and a really good chance, that I could win a jersey at Nationals, and there's a really big chance that other kids could win the jersey as well. So it's like never underestimating my competitors and never underestimating myself, and just going out there and trying to race smart.
What's up, guys? So today we're headed over to get part of my TT bike built up for Nationals, and it's mainly just the wheels and a few other parts. CJ from Legion is helping us out, getting a full disc, and yeah, a few other things, and then we'll go over in a few days to Carlsbad to get the actual bike and to build it up there. So let's roll.
Trusting my process, I'm honest. Looking for progress and pushing forward. Know I might fall while I'm running. I beat myself up sometimes and pay that pressure no mind. Cause ain't no way I can work this over.
We do a little vlog.
What's up, boys? We're here at Canyon HQ in Carlsbad, California, and we're here to pick up my new Canyon C-Max time trial bike for Nationals.
Yeah, it's one of the only UCI legal time trial bikes made by Canyon in the US, and Eli gets to rock it for Nationals, which is super sick. Frank is getting it all dialed for us. Let's go check it out.
Everybody got a niche. I've been known to play mine to a T, but it's time for me to lead, picking dirt right out the cleats.
My guy is fitted out.
Bad-headed, thanks bro, I gotta have it. I ain't stopping till I put my mama in the mansion.
Dude, it's so fast. This one's like probably the fastest time trial bike I've ever ridden. It needs a fit, but dang, just riding through the parking lot, I was like, dang, it holds speed. Awesome.
Let's go.
Great.
That thing is sick.
Mm-hmm.
With the
Disc.
Legion disc.
Just finished setting up the time trial bike. Man, it looks awesome, super sick, and can't wait to go rip it at Nationals.
Yeah, huge thank you to Canyon for letting Eli borrow this bad boy. Eli's gonna go see Bosco tomorrow, get all fitted, and then better give it your all at Nats.
Yep, let's roll.
I can tell you my problems, meditating my silence. But I keep pushing my pen, rotating my stylus. Brokenness feeling like sin, I know breath, low dollars.
We're here at Bosco Bike Fits. Andrew Bosco's dialing me on my new Canyon C-Max, and yeah, we did a little bit of work, a little new part on the extensions, and yeah, just overall better bike, faster bike, better fit. Man, awesome stuff. Thank you so much. You got it, buddy.
Used to be left on red, now all the girls go holler. Now all the girls go follow. All the fake friends gon' pile up. I need peace to borrow, get that shit right back tomorrow. Somehow all the fans go bravo. Smile so much to hide my sorrows. Faith is shaky and
Morning. We're here in the car. Man, we barely fit 3 bike bags. And how many suitcases? 5. 5 suitcases. And then like 3 backpacks in the Dodge Durango. But we're headed over to the airport. Should be there pretty soon. And then off to Wisconsin. So let's rant. Let's go.
What's up, guys? We're here in Chicago for a tour of America's Dairylands and then my Nationals. And man, it's gonna be an awesome like week and a half.
Yeah, we had a super easy, straightforward travel day out here, and we built the bikes up. Now we're shaking out the legs. And yeah, I'm excited for 4 days of racing and then getting to watch this guy try and get those national stripes. So it's gonna be sick. Let's go. Guys, it took us like 20 minutes to get to this trail, which is the trail along Lake Michigan, which is the beautiful trail. And now we already have to turn back. Riding through Chicago is wild. There's so many stop signs and so many cars. It's crazy. But this guy, he's loving the TT bike. We're out here in beautiful Wisconsin. We just wrapped up Tour of America's Dairylands, and Eli's crit is tomorrow at 3:30. Eli, how are you feeling?
Feeling good. Feeling like all this training with Coach Brian has been going well and ready to race tomorrow. I'd love to win the national title or get on the podium, but yeah, I just want to go out there and race smart.
So how do you feel going into it as one of the favorites for the race? Obviously, you've had some awesome results. Got your first pro win this season. People are looking to you with a massive sprint. Is the plan to wait for the sprint, or are you going to mix it up earlier?
Yeah, just being one of the favorites in the race, I feel like most of the other juniors and competitors are going to be looking to me just for the sprint and like maybe not for as much a breakaway. Honestly, I don't know how it's going to play out. It's going to either be pretty fast. I think guys are going to want to attack and get off the front.
Yeah, it's definitely a stacked field this year. Who are some of the big hitters, some of the big teams?
Yeah, so EF, Education, Onto, they've got like 2-3 guys. And then DDP, they also have a few guys, Team California. And yeah, just a lot more other teams that have strong guys that can go out, win the race, and yeah, just do well.
Out of the 3 events, the time trial, the Criterium, and the road race, which one are you hoping to do the best in, and which one do you think is your strongest suit?
I'd like to go out there and get a good result in all of them. I'd honestly love to win the crit. I think the crit will be the hardest because of tactics wise, and that you have to play the game of yeah, just bike racing.
Yeah, Eli, I think you've done an amazing job preparing. People come up to me at the races and they're like, how'd you let your brother beat you? And I mean, you're just such a talented bike rider. I think if you play your cards right, you can win a jersey tomorrow. And even in the road race, I think you have a lot of potential, and that if you ride smart, ride hard, and give it your all, I think you can really get on the top step of the podium tomorrow. So let's get her done.
It's the path I'm taking and route I'm choosing. I did it my way and kept it solid, proof in the music. It ain't too much I can let them tell me, less you been through it. Every champion got his way to pay for, they say proving it. Yes, I'm about to prove it, obsessing, craving perfection, make every second.
Day 1, the crit, and man, it's honestly the biggest race of the season for me. And yeah, a little nervous, but gotta go out there, race hard, race smart, and yeah, hopefully we can come out with a good result. I feel like if I kind of just hang out the first half and then see if anybody wants to do a breakaway or sprint at the finish, you know? So it's just figuring out what the right moves are and then trying to really get dialed and be patient at the finish. So yeah, let's roll.
Man, let's dive in. So I got a 2nd place call up, so started right at the front, so I was loving that. But man, we averaged pretty fast for this race, like 28 and a half, because guys were just attacking and then we would all cover. And honestly, it was a pretty hard race. It was the Downer Avenue, so for us it was our nationals, but for everybody else it was the second to last day of Toad. But other than that, it was a really fun race. And honestly, yeah, I was a little nervous at the beginning.
Yeah, from the sideline, it looked pretty strung out for most of it. A lot of attacks were going. You were actually pretty active. Was that the plan? Try to make the break or sit in for the sprint?
Either or. Mainly, I would have liked to make the break. So I was trying to make sure to sniff out the right one and then try and jump across or go with it. But honestly, I would have been okay with either sprinting or being in the breakaway, but I would have wanted the breakaway.
Did you feel like you were a marked man in some of these moves? Because just looking at the rear cam, like every time you attack, the field seems to be like right on it.
Yeah, I think so, because I won 2 years ago, and just being in bright red, I feel like everybody was on my wheel. So I definitely had to do a lot of power to somewhat get a gap and get away. So like drop 1,000+ watts just to get somewhat of a gap.
Yeah, and unfortunately the GoPro looks like it's coming a little loose, and it actually ended up falling off, right?
Yeah, I did. So on this first, like the first main, like after the finish straight, it really just fell off after we hit a pothole, and eventually it fell off on the hairpin, and then some guy picked it up, so that was pretty good.
Yeah, and thank you for returning the GoPro. That was clutch. But before it fell off, you had just bridged to a big break with you, Kazin, couple other guys that were kind of dangling, and Cormac actually bridged up behind. So was the plan to roll this one? Were you feeling pretty good about this group?
Yeah, I was for sure, because I knew that Kazin was a pretty good favorite for the time trial. He can ride really hard. He likes those efforts, and then Cormac, he can ride too. So I knew they were just gonna ride really hard, and so at that point I was like, if I take my pulls, I know they're gonna pull, and we can roll really hard, really fast.
Yeah, and the gap kind of like, it went out to 20 seconds, and it came back to like 5 or 6. But then in the last couple laps, the field just kind of like completely sat up and gave up. And then Kazin did not want to sprint against you. He was throwing down some monster attacks. Were you feeling the pressure, or was it like pretty comfortable to get on the wheel and stay with him?
After riding, we had been off the front for like 20-ish minutes, 25-ish minutes. So I was kind of feeling it, but he definitely put down some good power to try and get away. But yeah, they both attacked me like twice, and I was like just trying to muscle up something to try and stay on the wheel.
Yeah, and then Cormac attacked into the final straight, and you just sat on the wheel and pipped him in the final couple hundred meters. Taking the dub, Crit Nationals, let's go!
Eli's in a break of 3 with about 15 seconds. 3 laps to go. Let's go, Eli! Eli has been off the front for probably since 10 to go. The gap's gone out to a little over 20 seconds, but now they're starting to pull it back. If they can stick it, Eli, I think he has the best sprint out of that group, but it's definitely going to be close.
Jack, what do you think? Breakaway makes it? Comes back? What's your call?
I think Break makes it.
Well, of course, Jack thinks the break makes it. He's out there cheering on Eli. Looking good. Eli responded to that move here, so we'll see if they stay away out of the next corner.
Let's go, Eli!
Last time they attacked, I'm not sure if Watson was just pacing himself back up to the wheel, or if Watson was struggling a little bit to get onto the wheel.
He was not struggling.
It's not going to matter, because right now, whoever crosses the line first will be crowned your 2025 national champion. Let's see.
Here they come around the final corner.
2 riders. Kaysen Smith is off the back, so now it's
Kaisen's dropped.
Angle and Woodard. Here they come. It's the red against the orange. And on the front, Cormac.
Here comes Eli. Let's go! Let's go! Woo! Eli gets the job done!
The win here in Upland, California.
Let's go!
Will wear stars and stripes. Here's your field sprint coming to the line.
Let's go!
Here. It'll be New England Devo first across out of that group with Sylvan Garrels. Fourth place on the day.
Yeah. Here's the champ himself. Eli! Let's go! My guy! We're live on Instagram. How was the break? How'd you get in there? And how'd you win the sprint?
I saw him go, and then there was just 2 guys off the front. One guy got popped. I bridged, some other dude bridged, and then we were just like rolling. I was like, I couldn't just sit on because it was always flowing out like 12 seconds. So I was like, hopefully they don't do games too early. And Kaizen started attacking.
Yeah, he was throwing some big attacks.
So I was like, just mark. And then that Cormac went early through the turn, and I was like, just be patient. He's gonna take me like basically to the finish. And I got to the barriers, and I was like, now's the time. So, man, what a race. It was honestly really hard. It sucked. I lost the GoPro, dude.
I know. I some kid gave it to me. It's in my pocket.
It started like rattling 15 minutes in. And I was like, oh no.
Alrighty, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We're gonna go celebrate with the fam. Eli is your 2025 Criterium National Champ. Let's go. Signing off.
Great job.
Third place is Mr. Kason Smith from Canton, Georgia. Coming in from Bolton, Massachusetts. Second place belongs to Cormac Nagel. And from Upland, California to the top step of our national championship podium, this is Eli Watson. Eli Watson in your national championship jersey.
Hey team, I just wanted to say thank you to you guys and just share my enthusiasm. Today was a really big day. Eli, man, that was great. You looked good and you showed me something special. And you did, kid, you did. That was awesome, buddy. I'm so proud of you. Boys, I just want you to know how proud I am of you guys. Joy and I love working with you guys, and there's lots of great things to do from here, and I just want you to know from our heart, we love you guys, and we are so proud of you, and I hope you guys can soak up this moment, enjoy it, hug your family tight. I'm really proud of you guys.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that have helped just us get to where we are right now. I think a few of the main people are our parents, just that them bringing us out here and supporting us since we were little kids riding bikes. And then Coach Brian, for just teaching us how to race our bikes and yeah, helping us get stronger and better on the bike. And then all our sponsors that literally help believe in us and who believe in Bros Ride Bikes a lot. And yeah, just everybody else from SoCal.
How are you feeling about the time trial? Canyon got you set up on a sweet rig. Obviously not one of your strongest suits, but you are a super strong rider. So how are you feeling going into that?
Yeah, I know these guys that are going for the time trial are really, really strong and really fast on the time trial bike, even though they're so young. It would be really hard to be up there with them and even beat them. Like, I'd have an awesome day if I could get like top 5, you know, like these guys are so strong. I think, shoot for podium or a win, but yeah, I'd really have to go really hard. Alrighty guys, so this is day 2. Had a rest day yesterday. We're here for the time trial. It's the Mount Pleasant time trial. 2 laps of a 5-mile circuit. Dead flat and should be pretty exposed, pretty windy, but pretty good. Forgot my hammerhead, but Coach Brian is gonna bring his Wahoo. What a legend. So yeah, we should be good. Hopefully I do some good power, but then we'll be out there and roll. So let's go.
Got this, Eli. You got this, buddy.
Are you ready to run? I am under the stairs. Just remember your clothes and the light in your hair. I'll be over the hills in a minute or so.
much are you going to like the wind tunnel? Who knows? Picked up a new bike for it.
Never touched a wind tunnel, but I'd love to.
Yeah?
That'd be nice.
New bike for just the time trial.
Yeah, a new bike. My coach's friend let me borrow one for the race, but I'm gonna have to go back to the Fuji after this.
Yeah?
If I don't get a new one.
Yeah? How much time trialing practice do you put in, like weekly?
Like 3 days a week.
3?
Yeah. I
Nice,
usually do like 3x10s and some build-ups and just TT simulation stuff.
That's good.
Can you share the watts with us?
With what? Of what? The race?
Yeah.
Average was 380.
380?
Yeah, 380.
But average speed was 30.6.
That is ripping.
But, yeah.
Fast for the 10 mile.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, but we're here.
Boom.
Time trial, national champ 2025. Man, what a race it was. Congrats. You're gonna love wearing it this year.
Oh yeah. Congrats on the crit, man.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Natty's road race about to start. We have 10 minutes. How you feeling? What's the plan?
Good. It doesn't look like a crazy hard course, but it's still challenging. If there's crosswinds, then it'll hurt. But honestly, I think I'd like the crosswinds, so if there are any. So I think I feel good, but ready. A little nervous, but yeah, coming off the crit win, feel good.
Nice. Let's go out there and rip it. Good luck.
Chief referee says we're good to go. 45 miles, national championship jersey on the line. You're going to go on the whistle. We will say, riders ready, off and racing.
Last day of road nationals. We were out here for the road race, and man, it was a pretty hard race, pretty fast. And like I was racing pretty conservative after cramping out the year before at this race, so I was really looking for something better.
Yeah, so Eli, you're coming off of the win in the crit, which was huge, and then the TT, you placed 14th, which was a pretty solid showing. Not your specialty, but so now we're in the road race, which we've done a lot of bigger races this year. We've done Tour de Bloom, so your fitness and stuff is definitely there. How are you feeling going into it? And also, were you feeling like a marked man in this race?
Yeah, I was feeling good off of the crit and time trial. Had good fitness, and I felt like I was kind of a marked man, especially for the breakaways that were trying to be established. But I felt like everybody was just gonna pull it back anyway. If there wasn't a team in it, then it was gonna get pulled back. So eventually, I tried to get in a pretty good breakaway. There was a few. The course it was like a square with a few climbs in it, and yeah, a nice straight with a pretty exposed crosswind. So I felt like honestly the crosswind was a great place to try and attack and to get a gap, and to try and roll with a few guys, or on the hills. So, but I felt like everybody was expecting the hills.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a super challenging course, right? It's a little flatter, still some climbs, but definitely suits you really well. Were you kind of betting on a field sprint, or did you think a break could stick?
Maybe like a really late attack, but I was honestly betting on the field sprint because everybody was just closing down everybody. So I was really looking for the field sprint, but eventually with like a few laps to go, I like got in a breakaway of 3 with me, Ethan Corson from DDP, and Enzo Burgo from Team California on the flat crosswind section. And man, we were like rolling pretty hard, pretty fast, and like we got a good gap like through the whole road. And once we hit the climb, we still had a gap. It was pretty good. But EF and New England development missed the breakaway, so it got pulled back. And I felt like that was the best breakaway of the day. Like that, us 3 were rolling, and we made them chase pretty aggressive.
Yeah, so unfortunately, all of the breaks got pulled back except for one.
Yeah.
Enzo did another attack late race and got off the front solo. What was that like?
Yeah, it was like after the steepest hill, he like rolled over the top and attacked, and nobody was like following. Like none of the teams, the big teams, wanted to follow.
And you can see his teammates up here at the front kind of disrupting the chase. Yeah, but so now we're in the last kilometer, and Enzo, there's still a chance y'all could catch him, but the cohesion's just not there. So it's looking like a field sprint for second. Angus just put in a dig, but he gets pulled back. And now you're just trying to surf, get in good position, and give it the best rip to the line.
Yeah, but honestly, I thought the finish line was farther away into town. But yeah, so I started like, I was too far back.
Yeah, you kind of like open it up right here, and you start passing people, and you should have just like fully committed and caught some of the slipstream of these riders up here.
Yeah.
But then you start to like fall back, and I don't know if you were just dead or if you just didn't know where the line was.
Yeah,
but
like Enzo's right there. Like he barely made it to the finish line.
Barely won, but so you still come in fourth, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Super great result for the road race and winning the crit. I mean, you had an awesome showing at Nationals.
Man, it was great winning the crit and getting good results in the road race and time trial. And just a big congrats to Enzo Bergout for, yeah, doing some really good riding and, yeah, sticking it to the line.
That was exciting.
He was right there. He'd been the off front for like 5 miles.
Who?
He was the guy that won.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Who was it?
Enzo.
Team California.
Bros Rides Bikes. He's had a good time here in Wisconsin. He's on our podium for the road race. Upland, California's Eli Watson. Preston Runk in third place. To Owen Sherman. National champion. This is Enzo Bergout.
Thank you.
Junior 15-16 podium in the 2025 Junior Nats.
So we're here with today's winner. Man, you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, I think it was like, I was really far out of position, and then like 2-3 miles to go, and I was moving up on the right side and just had some momentum, and I decided like,
Here's your top 5.
I didn't have anything to gain from letting it come to a sprint. So I just went as hard as I could, and I don't believe it really. I mean, it's by far the best day of my life.
Man, congrats.
Thank you, man.
Have a fun time. Ran it all this year and next year. But yeah, congrats.
Thank you, man. Good job.
Alrighty, Eli just wrapped up Junior Nationals. Came away with a win in the crit, a 14th in the time trial, and a 4th place in the road race, respectively. Awesome time out here. How do you feel about it?
Man, it was just a great, crazy, and awesome time. Just racing with all these other strong juniors, and man, they put the hurt on this weekend, and every race was very hard, very challenging, and just racing against all these guys was super hard. And yeah, just a big thank you to all the sponsors, and yeah, just everybody who supports Bros Ride Bikes.
Yeah, it's gonna be an epic year in the Stars and Stripes. Thanks y'all so much for watching. As always,
you know it,
Bros Ride Bikes.
All gas, no brakes, all work, no play, all night, all day, I'm moving too legit. All gas, no brakes, all work, no play, all night, all day, now I could never quit. I stuck in my up to life, nothing less. Started at the bottom, had some problems, still had no regrets.